to myself and go, oh my God, does the market not know what's going on? Yeah, they do not know what's going on. They have no concept at the moment. The shorters think they have won the war, and they're going to try to keep hammering the stock down here and nailing it down because they want to buy it back. So they're losing money. Remember, it was down to $10 for months. And are we talking about 165 million short or 1.56 billion short? Anywhere in between? I don't know. It's a great unknown. It is severe. It is huge. And now the buyers who are buying are trying to cover. There could well be some hedge funds here trying to cover right now very quietly and get their stock back, buy stock back, buy stock back. They might be losing $3, $4, $5 a share on this buyback right now. Their average might be 15, 14, 16, and they're buying back at 21, desperately trying to buy back so that they can cover. Because once this announcement is made, everyone who is short stock is short warrants, and everyone who's long stock is long warrants. And now here comes the insiders of the company and friends of the company saying, we're exercising our options. Could it be? Possibly. Again, I'm just going to throw this out there as I don't know, a brokerage firm from Wall Street might well say, we're buying every warrant. We'll exercise every warrant that the street doesn't want as a backstop to this deal. Now, if that happens, oh my God, the short sale, the short squeeze is complete. In other words, the shares could run to double the price of the exercise price. So if the company is saying we'll issue stock at 30 a share, 3-to-1, 3 warrants, you can buy stock at 30. That lets us issue 100 million right at this level, brings us $3 billion. And a brokerage firm in Wall Street, an investment banking firm, says we'll exercise every warrant that the shareholders don't want to exercise. They're playing a calculated game. Yeah, they're screwing 65 million shorters. That's where the money is coming from to make this deal done. The brokerage firm will not have to exercise any of the warrants. The street will exercise all the warrants to cover themselves. That will actually be the issue. Now, in the derivatives market, I have no idea how that's going to play out, because that is the Wild West, going in and going out and everything in between. But there could be a rush of outsiders coming in here to pick up the stock once they realize the position they're about to be put in by the corporation. This is where this could get really insane. And I say kudos to Ryan Cohen if you're thinking along these lines. This is a no-brainer, a way to raise billions of dollars for nothing by screwing these short sellers who are trying to screw you. I mean, look, it's nothing personal. It's just business, okay? Shorters are saying this company is going to zero. They're a loser. The company is saying, yeah, here's our 13-week, here's an update report on our first quarter. We're going to lose around $20 million so far, but we have $1 billion in cash. Oh, and we've cut our expenses by $50 million this quarter. This is what the street doesn't also fully appreciate, is that they are actually cutting their costs more than what they're losing in sales. Why are their sales down? They're closing stores. They're closing the losing stores that they have versus last year. This comparison that you're seeing on this press release this morning, if you're reading it, the press release is comparing the first quarter of this year to the first quarter of last year. Last year, they lost, was it 100 million in the first quarter? This year, they might lose 30 to 40 million. So their losses are shrinking as their expenses are shrinking, as they're closing underperforming stores. They're actually improving financially. And this is where the street is lost in the fog. They don't get it. They're thinking, oh, well, yeah, this company is definitely going out of business. Well, if it's going out of business, why are they trying to raise money? Why would they even bother doing a prospectus? To try to survive? They don't need to survive. They got $1 billion in cash. There's no issue here. In any event, the stock right now, as I see it on the level 2 system, is 2160 to 2164, and the low has been around 21 something, 2150. I'm guessing. This is going to jump all over the place until we find out what the issuance is going to be and how they're going to do it. And I wanted you to be in on this bright and early today, because this announcement could be so absolutely massive for shareholders. And I just am not going to bet against Ryan Cohen that he's doing it wrong. I think he's doing it right. He could do it very right. And if he comes out with a like I say a scenario where he does a rights offering, a warrants offering, something of that kind, that is giving every shareholder a call option for free. You're all being given a call option, and this could be just absolutely beyond massive. And I think once the street figures it out, they're going to go, "Oh man, this is like a cap call transaction these guys are doing." This could be as huge as a cap call transaction. I'm telling you, it's crazy. Okay, here we go. Here's something else. Here we go. Okay, let me read this now. Again, I'm on the fly here, so forgive me. Up to 45 million shares of Class A common stock, GameStop says. They've entered into an open market sale agreement with Jefferies, all right, relating to the shares of our Class A common stock. In accordance with the terms, we may offer or sell shares of our common stock from time to time through Jefferies, acting as our sales agent and referred to as the sales agent. Under this prospectus summary supplement and the accompanying prospectus, and in accordance with the terms of the sales agreement, we may offer and sell up to 45 million shares of common stock from and after the date hereof. Our common stock is listed on the New York Stock Exchange. The last reported sale of our stock was $27.67. Our common stock experienced extreme volatility in price and trading volume from February 4 up to May 16 in 2024. The closing price of our common stock has ranged from a low of 10.01 to a size 48. Trading volume has ranged anywhere from 1.7 million to 206 million in one day. During such period, we don't experience any material changes in our financial condition or results of operations that would explain such a price volatility or trading income. Furthermore, since January 29 through the date of the company price of stock has been seen fluctuations that do not appear to be based on the underlying fundamentals of our business. Investors and purchasers of shares of common stock in this offering may lose a significant portion of their money. Again, this is cover your ass talk right here. If you anyone who buys this stock could lose money, you could make money, blah blah blah. They're offering 1.5% commission to the brokerage firm. Now, I do not see, unfortunately, a warrant offering. I really would like to have seen that more than anything else, but they would issue stock. The date of the prospectus is today, so they can start today to sell stock if they want or not. It's totally up to them. If they issue 45 million shares at, say, as low as 20, they'll raise $900 million, and they'll have let me double check my math. A dollar share is 45 million. $2 a share is 90 million, 900 million. Yeah, $900 million at $20 a share. If they issue it at 25 a share, if that's where they can issue it at, then they're raising $2.2 billion. If they can get it out at $30 a share, if it goes that high, times 4.5, that would bring in $1.35 billion on top of the billion they have, and they'd be at 2-something billion in cash. All right. Let's see. I do not see any kind of an issuance, any kind of a thing about warrants. Let me double check something. Warrants. We may offer warrants. I know they can do it, but will they? That is the question. And I would love to see a warrants offering. I really would lick my chops at something like that. But I don't think so. Subscription rights, they have the ability at any time to issue subscription rights. So I don't know anything there. I don't see anything here. I just see a lot of legalese here where they could issue up to 45 million shares. And they're saying here, okay, here we go. Table filing fee. Here we go. This is odd. They're saying here that proposed maximum offering price per share $18.54. Maximum aggregate offering price $834 million. Fee rate, it would be $123,000, and calculating registration fee based on average high and low price. Okay, what they're doing here is an example. They're saying that if we were to issue stock at $18.54, which is kind of the average price of the stock in the last couple of weeks, we would bring in $834 million additional dollars. Obviously, this is subject to the price they can get on the open market. Right now, the stock is showing $21.50 a share, down $6.19 on the morning. If this deal got done by noon today at $21 a share, they would bring in over $900 million. We would still be sitting here with 65 million shorted. And whoever bought this stock, and again, that's the question, who would be buying up the 45 million shares? Are the shares being bought up by the shorters, or are the shares being bought up by friends of the company? I mean, I can't say until the deal is all over with. we'll figure that one out. They will be cash richer. There's no doubt about that. They will be cash richer upon the closing of this arrangement. Now, what would that move the market any bit from here? Could that move the stock from 21 to 25 to $27 because the company now has $2 billion cash in the bank? And with $2 billion in the bank versus $1 billion, that makes them, keep them around a longer time. No debt here. How is this going to play out? I don't have an answer to all of this stuff. Again, I would love to have seen a warrant offering. That would be, to me, the greatest short squeeze ever created by a corporation. It would just be massive. Again, this could still work out to be a short squeeze scenario. But on the other hand, 45 million shares to me seems a small amount. It's a 15% increase in the total float, would put the company with about 350 million outstanding. Not 500 million, not 600 million, but about 350 million would be out there, a ballpark, something like that. And with 65 million shorted and 350 million out there, we're still talking about an 18% short position at this point. And again, I don't know if the 65 million short position is accurate. I can't tell you if this is the actual number. It may have increased in the last few days because of the stock price going up and all the volume going up. We may now have an 80 million short position, 90 million short position. I don't know. On the derivative side, the Wild West. I couldn't tell you. The rumors are everywhere, so we'll see what gives. That is the story at the moment. Anyway, it's all over the map. The stock is just everywhere, and it is right now 21.76, down 5.89. It's actually coming on a little bit here. 21.50 was the low, and it's now 21.76. Are they selling in the pre-market right now? Maybe. Are they already issuing stock through block trades off the market? In other words, private transactions. That could be happening. Is the deal done already? It might already be done. They might announce tonight after the close, the deal is done. We've raised $900 million for the company. And done, finished. Next. The short squeeze continues. We go higher. We have a company funded with $2 billion instead of $1 billion. The short squeeze is still on, and we run back up at the 40, 50, 60 bucks a share. I do not know how this will play out, but I want you to understand this could be going on. For the company as a whole, the corporation, okay, forget about the shareholders and forget about anyone else. A $2 billion funded company with no debt is a strong company financially to be sitting on. This allows Ryan Cohen now to do what he wants to do with $2 billion. I don't know what he wants to do with $2 billion. I don't know what he has in mind, but maybe he has something in mind that kind of needs closer to $2 billion than $1 billion. And here's how to pull it off. And he's sitting here going, guys, 3 weeks ago, I couldn't get 10 bucks a share for this thing. If I'd have gone to the market 3 weeks ago to say to the world, we want to issue 45 million shares, we would have been getting $8 a share, $6 a share. We wouldn't have raised this kind of money. And now the stock having had a nice little run, which we claim we have nothing to do with, and I believe it, we got ourselves an opportunity here to raise a bunch of dough. And this is what's happening. Now, I would like to have seen this prospectus 2 days ago. But something's telling me that Ryan Cohen has gone as fast as he can with his lawyers, and they've just issued it. Now, I'm totally speculating, and it could be that Wall Street has come to him to say, this is a prudent move on your part, and this could be one of many. This could be the first move you make, and the second move you make should be a warrants offering. Why don't you grab $1 billion now on this deal, and then a month or so from now, 2 months from now, why don't you do a warrants offering to all your shareholders? There's 350 million out there, ballpark. Now issue 350 million warrants exercisable at $30 a share on a 3-to-1 basis. If the short's going to continue, here we go. I'm still sitting back going, who bought all of these shares that traded starting May the 2nd when we were sitting at about $10, $11 a share or so? A little while ago. Here we go. May the 2nd, we were sitting at $12.76. On May the 1st, we were at $10.91 for the closing day, the closing trade. So from $10.91 at the end of the May 1st, all the way up here, we're now at 21 something a share. more than double the stock. And as you know, we've hit in the 40s and 50s. We even touched $80 a share pre-market one morning. Who put all that stock? Who made all that happen? Before any roaring kitty rumors started, before any speculation started about short squeeze or anything else, someone was just coming in there and buying it all up. And I'm wondering, did these folks pick up 100 million shares for themselves at under $18 a share? Did they clean it up with an average of $14 a share, $15 a share, and it's now sitting at 21 something? With this financing being done quickly, could the stock now be on its way to 35, 45 again, making everybody happy? Those who are long, not making any shorters happy, keeping them on the wrong side of the deal. Did you hear the news about? You might remember 3 years ago, there was a gentleman named Andrew Left who was short this stock. He was short GameStop way back in 2020, 2021. From what we understood at the time, we thought he was short 20 or 40 million shares, maybe 10 to 20 million shares. And he was losing money. And when it got to $20 a share, he was losing money, like lots of money. And then we heard he was defending his move to short because the company is a dinosaur. They're going out of business. It's a brick and mortar company, blah, 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 blah. The stock went up and up and up as the word got out that here's a guy who we know is short. He's a hedge fund guy. They ended up covering their stock at around $90 a share, and his entity lost billions. We know Melvin Capital and others lost a lot of money as well as it went to 300, 400. Anyway, Mr. Left is shorting again. He's short the stock again. I'm kind of going, oh no. This 45 million share offering is not going to kill the stock price. I mean, it's 15% of the company's dilution. If they were issuing 200 million shares, I could see it. Okay, or increasing your stock holdings by 2/3, but 15%. This will be gobbled up in a minute. What happens? I mean, we've traded 15 million this morning in the pre-market, just to give you a handle. We've already traded 15 million this morning. 45 million shares will take nothing to issue it. What if the stock pops to 35, $40 next week again? Mr. Left can't possibly be short at $40 a share. I got to think that he's shorted on the way up into the 12s, the 15s, to $17 to $18 level. He might be short at 15, and if they're trading at 35 to 45 with $2 billion in the bank now, stronger corporation. Does he lose again? No. I don't know what's going on. There's so much a wild speculation going on here, and will be, and should be. This is the way it is. This is how this game works. We'll figure it out. And anyway, thank